What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Going Deeper at the Well. We're so excited to be able to launch this, and all these videos are all about sharing God's truth with God. Nope. Okay, here we go. Intro. I'll pause after the intro.
Okay.
If I can get through it. Here we go. Hey everyone, and welcome to Going Deeper at the Well. This is our first ever episode, and all these videos are about is sharing God's truth and godly testimony. So we hope you enjoy. Now today, like I said just a minute ago, this is our first episode, and I'm so excited that you're here with us, McCray. This is McCray Morehouse, and again, first episode. We got a lot riding on this. I mean, if it doesn't go well, I don't know what we're going to do next. But how you feeling today, man?
Feeling good.
That's good. That's good. You've got a lot of cool things going on in your life, man. So what's been happening in your life?
Recently, just got engaged, and then also just going to class. Go to Clemson University, as well with online because of COVID, but as well as just working and yeah.
That's good, man. So McCray got engaged not long ago, and that was a fun day, man. I got to go and let you guys in the chapel. You had it decorated so pretty and so nice, but then there was a moment of hesitation. What happened, man?
Yeah, so as soon as we walked into the chapel, I realized that I had everything set up, everything was going smooth, and I realized that I had left the ring in my truck. And initial thought, okay, I'll just go down, go through and make the plan look beautifully executed, propose without a ring, or just tell her to hold up a minute, let me go grab something. So I did it and went back, got the ring, came back and proposed. Everything was good and she loved it, so it was all worth it, I guess.
Well, I'm not going to lie, man. Those 15 seconds when you ran out back to the truck, I'm looking through the window, I'm creeping or whatever, and I'm just thinking, what am I going to tell this man? I mean, how am I going to console him? I don't even know what to do. But she said yes, and we're so excited for you guys for sure. But one of the things and one of the reasons I want to invite McCray out here is because he's a guy that I've watched as a student and now as a college student and leader in our youth group just consistently walk with Jesus. And so that was our topic for today is, as a Christian, how can I make an impact in other people's lives? And so for you, McCray, tell us about when you started following Jesus, when you got saved.
So I first got saved when I was about 8 years old. Didn't realize what all was into that. Just kind of, like you say, get out of hell free card. And when I was 8 years old, that happened, accepted Jesus. And then it wasn't until I was 10 that I really understood what I had accepted into and what I had really committed to. And initially, I'd always hear that getting saved is just the beginning. I always thought that was overwhelming because I thought, I already got saved, I'm good, like I'm done. But now I realize that it's not overwhelming at all. It's actually great to know that that's just the beginning, and now I get to live daily with the creator of the universe, and he's going to be by my side daily. So everything but overwhelming.
Yeah, and so there's that change of heart, that change of mind, you're realizing that it just started and it's good then, but now it's getting even better now, right?
For sure.
So as a young believer and as a young man, like I said, he's somebody that's just walked with the Lord pretty consistently in a really cool way, and someone that's made a difference in other people's lives. What would you say, or who would you say is someone that made an impact in your life?
I would say definitely my family. My parents, for sure, raised me up in the church, which couldn't be more thankful for. Looking back, I would say specifically Isaac, my older brother. Just seeing him just constantly growing in his relationship in the Lord, huge encouragement to me, and knowing that I could just ask him any questions and he would be open to it for sure. Jonathan Suggs, another older friend, but more like a brother as well. Just seeing both of those guys, honestly, just constantly in the Word and constantly growing in their relationship, just encouraged me. And just if they can continue to grow in their relationship daily, then I can continue to grow in my relationship.
Yeah. So one of the things that my mind just went here, we were talking as we were planning this, that sometimes you hear a testimony like McCray's. Mine's a lot like yours. You grow up in a Christian home, you get saved at a young age. A little bit later on, you realize what the walk's all about. And some people can hear that and they're thinking, it's kind of boring, right?
Yeah,
like I've always kind of thought, like, do I need to add something to my testimony? Do I need to go and do something not right in order to make sure it's real.
Yeah.
And as I think about you, I think about something that Paul said. And in 2 Timothy 1, verse 5, he says, when I call to remembrance the unfeigned faith that is in you. He's talking to Timothy, that you have that unwavering, genuine, sincere faith. He says, which dwelt first in your grandmother, Lois, and then in your mother, Eunice, and I am persuaded it's in you also. See, we sometimes think that we have to have some sort of magical, incredible, almost romantic experience, but that call to follow Jesus, sometimes it can almost come across as boring. And the cool thing is for you, just like Timothy, he had an example to follow in his family members. And so for Isaac and Jonathan, those guys that you look to, what were some of the things that they did that made an impact on your life?
I would say they definitely lived their life as an example. Like I said earlier, just constantly in the Word, but also they really poured themselves into me. We had a small group and just real tight couple guys, and we really just talked about what they were learning and talked about what I was learning, and just constantly hearing them coming back day after day with something new that they learned was really encouraging for me to kind of strive to learn something every day as well.
Yeah. So you see their example, you see how they're learning and how they're growing. It made you want to do the same thing. And now you're doing what they did for you by pouring in other people. So as we think about our students and for our parents, what's one truth you would like to leave for them, thinking about how can I make a difference as a believer? How can I make an impact on other people? What's one thing you want to leave for them?
I would say daily trying to stay in the Word, as well as just realizing that what you do with Jesus on this earth is the only thing that's important.
Yeah.
I learned when I was younger, I went to a camp and heard a preacher say, there's nothing better than Jesus. There's nothing better than Jesus. There's nothing better than Jesus. And he said it 3 times. I still remember it to this day. And honestly, like, there is nothing better than Jesus. So don't try to fill that Jesus-sized hole in your heart with something else, because at the end of the day, all we need is Jesus. And all that matters when it comes to the end of this life is what do we do with Jesus.
Yeah.
So that would be something.
For sure, man. For sure. That's good. And making an impact. It's not always the flashy lights. It's not always the best, nicest sets. It's just about walking with Him consistently. So just like you've been doing that, students, parents at home, I encourage you, spend time with Jesus, because just like McCray just said, there's nothing better than Him. If we want to make an impact in other people's lives, it's not always about the best sermons. It's not always about the coolest events. It's just consistently spending time with Him in private and allowing that to make a difference in the way we act in public. So thank you so much for joining in with us on the first episode of Going Deeper at the Well. Let's go and make a difference for Jesus, and let's let other people see Him in us.